Hi everyone, this is Amy. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we visit Philadelphia and have so much fun taking advantage of the long weekend in May. If you've watched any previous videos, then you know my boyfriend and I will be doing a perfect balance between sightseeing and lots of yummy food. Hope you enjoy. Let's get going. On Saturday, we took the 9:09 a.m. to 10:34 a.m. train to get to Philadelphia. After we dropped off our luggage at the hotel, we got to immediate exploring. It was around lunchtime, so we decided to go to the famous Reading Terminal Market. See all the tour buses here too. Everyone's coming to Reading Terminal Market to get some lunch. The market is one of the largest and oldest public markets in America. It opened originally in 1893 under an elevated train shed of the Reading Railroad Company. It's around 11:30 a.m. and this place is bustling. Once you walk in, you're actually greeted by pretty long lines of people in different restaurants. So you're just trying to weave through the crowd to get to where you want. And also check out everything. Hey, Uncle Gus's Steaks. We saw a lot of online stuff about this place and their cheesesteaks. We will not be trying it right now, but maybe later. This place is huge. We have no idea where we're going, which is also perfect because we really want to see everything. I also happened upon the area where I assume anyone can just sit here and eat. It's in the middle of the market. There's even a grocery store in the back. I assume this is where the locals get their food. Well, where some locals get their food. We found Miller's Twist. This is what we came here for. You might get slightly intimidated by the line, but actually moved so quick that I felt pressure to order very quickly. Because they don't have too many options, so get your order fast.
Jumbo dog.
Oh, beef jumbo dog?
I don't know which one is the jumbo.
Surprised it's actually a red pen. I've never seen a red pen. And one regular pretzel.
Regular pretzel, please.
Got Miller's Twist, and in case I wanted ketchup, I also got ketchup. But don't judge me on that.
Just rip the bag open?
Yeah, let's rip the bag open. I don't think we'll need. Yeah. How much was this?
$8.50.
In total? In total, $8.50. Pretty good. Wow, how does it smell?
It smells just like empty hands.
Look at that purple. Kind of glistening, and it's really hot to hold, which is pretty nice. And it's definitely not, it's like very soft to touch. How's it? Good? Does it taste like Auntie Anne's? Yeah, okay. Albert says it tastes like Auntie Anne's. I will taste it right after. But here is what the all beef jumbo cheese dog. It's pretty hefty, but not necessarily a crazy size. Definitely a good size. Yeah, I think because there's so many people there, so they have to make it fresh. So this is really soft and like really hot and still steaming. I feel like it's much better than the typical like they make it and then it sits on the counter all day, so when you get it, it's hard. So would recommend, and it's not expensive. Hot dog. For someone who really enjoys their hot dogs, I'm very satisfied. Because the hot dog's pretty salty, but pairs really well with the pretzel bread outside. I don't really taste the cheese, so maybe it's more inside, but it's probably not that obvious. It's like it's not melted like mozzarella, but it's still really good. I recommend. I was actually scared that this would be overhyped, but it's actually really good. I think if you love bread, you would love this. 1/3 of the way into this dog, we found the cheese. Last thing I'll say about Miller's Swiss is that it's so good, and we scarfed it down so quickly that I didn't even take a photo of it, so I only have it on camera, which is very unlike me. Would definitely recommend. Line is really quick. You don't need to wait that long. They like pound out all the pretzels and hot dogs really quickly, and now we're just kind of walking around and digesting before we eat our next stop. Let's see what we eat next. But there's just so many cool places here. Like I saw baby back ribs on one side and then a donuts with like such a long line on the other side, and it smells so good. So I'm actually so happy we're here. I also see a lot of videos covering this place. Tommy's.
That's what I was just saying.
Roast pork and beef. Is this a cheap price? $9.99 a pound. Oh. Okay, Albert says this is not cheap, everyone. Caution away. But it looks like some good quality meat though. Good quality fish. This place is also so crowded that you gotta be hyper aware of your surroundings, so you're not the person who like literally stops in the middle of the road and like stops traffic. So everyone's like constantly moving and weaving around, so gotta pay attention. Lobster. We're trying to get the apple dumpling, which they're known for, and apparently there's a line for eating around the bar, or you're saying there's just takeout, so maybe we can be on the quick line for just takeout. We got it, they even heated it up, so this plastic is slightly warm, which is slightly concerning. But the whipped cream on top is melting on the apple dumpling, so you can actually kind of see the inside.
Can't really take a photo of this.
Yeah, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but I'm hoping it's gonna taste amazing. Do you need a knife? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, so it looks like it kind of melted inside too. This is exactly what it would taste like. You can taste the real apple. Like you can actually see the real apple chunks in there. And the pastry's good. At the end of the day, it is a good heated up apple pie plus whipped cream on top. Quite a big chunk of dough at the end over here, so we might just leave that there. Good place for dessert. And they're also pretty fast too. Once again, we're by Miller's Swiss. Look at this line. It's good. Oh, the line keeps on going. But the apple dumpling is good. I think what we're gonna do is maybe find a smoothie place. I also found a tea place right by the Shanghai Gourmet, so I need that caffeine. Other than that, we're gonna walk around, digest a bit, and then we're gonna head to Independence Hall after this. An all vegan shop, it says. Yeah, it's that. That's pretty cool. And I ventured to the smoothies area to get some fiber. Lots of options. Pretty good. I have to say, they put lots of ice, so it's pretty watery, which makes it easy to drink. Got the matcha milk latte. This matcha first has a weird green color and it tastes kind of like sugar and milk tea. I asked for oat milk. Overall, I don't think I should be surprised by the quality, but I also am still kind of disappointed that this color looks very off. Yeah, I actually changed the color filtering, I think, on my camera to auto, so this is the true color. Doesn't it look kind of weird? I'm not hating on it, but I'm kind of hating on it. Conclusion for this drink is it does not taste bad. It just tastes like milk tea. No matcha flavor at all. So maybe like when you do go and you crave some boba or milk tea, just don't get this one. Because I saw the reviews on Yelp and not Yelp, I saw the reviews on Google and they actually look pretty good. So this is just a miss, but it's okay. It's okay, it's not bad. This place, this Indian food place also looks really good. Dang, I wish I had more time to try everything for all the wine. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, that was pretty good. And $6 is pretty good. That's right.
Like
You know
if it's
what?
under $10, I'm like, okay, this is actually usually I feel like it'd be $9.99.
Yeah. There's a spot that always sells banana pudding. Oh. Next time. Need to come next time. Caribbean food also looks really good. Oh, wish I had more time here. We just exited out Reading Terminal Market. It was so good. I think I had a lot of fun there, especially because everything was reasonably priced. It's not New York prices here, at least. Like every time we ate something, we're like, oh, good price, good flavors. We're happy. And now we're gonna go to Independence Hall. We have a reservation, like a reserved ticket for the tour at 2:20 p.m. But I think in the meantime, we're just gonna walk around, digest further. I wonder if we can get in early. We woke up at 7:20 a.m. today to get on the train, so we're pretty tired right now. They're just chilling on these benches right outside of Independence Hall. We think that's a long line for maybe the Liberty Bell. Since we still have an hour to the Independence Hall reservation, we started to stand in line for the Liberty Bell. We went through a security process, security check. There's a hall for the history.
Howdy folks, we are voting on a new national bird. If you would like to participate, we are picking from the middle bucket and then casting our votes. All of this going off of how Franklin always wanted the turkey to be our national symbol. He thought it was a more noble bird than the eagle. So I have different values associated with each bird that you could vote upon.
Yeah.
Asking what values would we want to show the world being the brand new country.
You agree with me?
Just one.
There's also another window where there's also a line outside, and from this window you can take a photo.
This backside is not as cool without the cracks.
Yeah.
Like a replica.
Yeah, what if it's actually fake? How do we know this is
Like
real?
the Mona Lisa, where they don't actually hang the real
They show
one.
the real one, yeah. That's the visitor center of Independence Hall. And look what I saw. I think these are jelly cats of cheesesteak. That's so cute. Is it $16? Aww. What is this? After checking out the visitor center, we came to the Independence Square. I think you have to pre-make your reservation, and then now we're just standing in line. Our tour is starting. It's officially 2:20 p.m.
The time is really starting to highlight this building, and certainly see the scaffolding out there. We are getting all the buildings on the square here ready for America's 250th. But the 250th has already entered this building because just a couple of weeks ago was the 250th of this. And to show you, this is the Pennsylvania Supreme Court chamber. Across the hall where we'll be next, the assembly room, and the governor had space upstairs.
We've arrived at the United States Mint Museum. Honestly, not sure if it's open or not, but hopefully it is. Albert says it's
not a
actual
mint
mint.
museum,
It's not
it's
a
the actual
museum.
mint. It's the-
Correction, they actually printed here. Wait, that's so cool. I hope it's open. My attitude has immediately changed. Luckily, the US Mint was open. It says no photography allowed, so unfortunately I couldn't really show you anything, but it was really cool. You get to see like the whole factory within, like that area, that building is literally used to print coins that we get every day in our lives. So I think that was a really cool experience. Unfortunately though, I guess people are off on the weekend, so you don't see any of the people in action or like the coin making in action, but you do get like videos of like how it works. The videos are like interactive, so you can just press each segment of what this part of the factory does and what happens over there. So you still get a visual, but we're not able to see everything in person happening live, which is a bummer. But overall, it's really cool. It reminds me of the Postal Museum we went to DC. I definitely recommend you check it out if you can. We're passing by Betsy House. It is a museum that you need to pay, so we're just gonna check out the museum and shop and not really go in. Oh my god, it's the smell of jelly cat. These stores are all colored differently. This is black. There's a green one, a red one from the front. It's all very cute. Some yellow on the left. It's all very peaceful. And people actually live here, so gotta be respectful and quiet whilst we walk here. I really want to read about the history of this alley, but it started raining, so hiding under the tree real quick. The rain finally stopped, so we're walking actually across the river. Well, we're walking across the bridge over highways to get to the other side. We're gonna see how close we can get to the water since we're already so close, but I already see a Ferris wheel, even though I don't think it's running. When you get to the edge of the bridge, you see this beautiful murky brown water. A little boardwalk amusement park. And I think across the bridge where that aquarium is, that's New Jersey. Oh, the Ferris wheel's going. I was also so hungry that on the way back to the hotel, I stopped by Levain Bakery to get a little snack. I got the OG chocolate chip walnut. Oh, I'm so hungry, and dinner isn't until another hour, so I gotta get myself some sustenance. We just took a quick break, staying back at our hotel, and finally we're here for dinner, Oyster House for 6:30 p.m. Got 2 Wellesley because they said they're really big today. And we got a sweet Amalia and a Taunton Bay. We got the fried calamari as an app because you can't go wrong with that. For entrees, we got seared scallop that was delicious and juicy. We also got the pan-seared halibut that was a little bit dry, but the beurre blanc sauce was so good and made up for it. We easily cleaned our plates, but of course we still got room for dessert. Chocolate pudding pie. Yum! It is Sunday. I of course had to have a little pick-me-up in the morning, so I got myself a strawberry latte with a matcha shot near the hotel. It is 10 a.m. right now and we're about to head to Angelo's Pizzeria for their cheesesteak. We're gonna walk it because the bus will be a bit late. On our walk, I believe we're passing by Magic Garden. We're actually going to come after the cheesesteak. It's also actually really nice to walk around today because it's actually sunny. It's like high 60s today. We're just enjoying the walk, honestly. We have arrived at Angelo's and the line is long. It's around 10:40 a.m. That's around 20 minutes before opening, so I hope it's worth it. I just asked the first person in line what time he got here and he said 10:05. So if you want to beat the crowd, you gotta get here an hour early and then be the first one to place your order. But do you also want to do that? That just means you waited an hour at least, right? It's impressive. It is impressive. The line started moving at 11 a.m. and we're almost to the front at this point. What time is it? 11:11. So it only took like 11. It's gonna take maybe 15 minutes to get to the front. And then we place our order.
Yeah,
with
that's
cash.
part of why we get in early.
And I think we're gonna wait for a text for us to pick up.
Hi.
Can we get a beef cheesesteak with, how do the toppings work?
So we usually just recommend the Cooper Sharp and the onions. You can add any of the toppings on the bottom if you want.
Okay, is that extra charge?
Yes.
Okay, how much is it?
What kind of toppings?
Like we're looking at tomato and lettuce.
So 50 cents per
646,
box.
not 95, 646.
Okay, can we get the beef steak with the fried onions, Cooper Sharp, and then can we add the lettuce and tomato?
So you can pay when it comes out. It's gonna be $17.84 cash only, okay?
Okay,
I'm gonna send you a text when it's ready, around like 20-25 minutes.
okay, thank you so much. We just placed our order at Angelo's, and we're gonna check out this nearby bakery. I wonder if they have a lot of business because of Angelo's, or probably a popular bakery.
This place is too small. I feel like it's too awkward if they come in here and buy anything.
Oh my god.
There's another one nearby.
This is our social awkwardness. JK, we guess we won't be coming. Oh, a lot of Italian shops nearby, but we are gonna check out another bakery, I think. Ooh, Isgro Pastries, Italian pastries. Actually smells really good. Kind of like cotton candy or marshmallows. So actually, I just got the text saying that my cheesesteak is ready, and it is 11:33. So it took them, what, 20 minutes? That's actually pretty good. I am walking back to pick it up first, and then while Albert's still in line for the Italian pastries, and then I'm gonna get it, walk all the way back to Albert and see if he's still out of line, because actually the line is pretty long for that bakery, so I assume it must be good because it looks like it's all locals who live here who are ordering stuff from that bakery. Found the bleachers at the nearby park. See a lot of people also eating here by the bleachers. We got our tomato and lettuce on top. You see the cheese nicely melted with the beef. I'm really excited to eat this. I like how it's also not that messy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the cheese is oozing out or like it's really greasy or anything. Like, it's holding up really well together. This bread has a nice crunch to sogginess ratio. Like, the inside is slightly soggy, outside's still really crunchy. Last bite. Time to try the mango tart and the hoop tart. We came here. We didn't realize it was going to be the popular. Our mistake. The next time slot is 3 p.m. AK, we are not coming because we got other plans today. Okay, let's just enjoy what we can while we're locked outside. The inside does look cool, but it honestly doesn't look that big, right? It's the same?
Yeah, I think it's more or less the same kind of stuff inside as outside.
That is what I'm hoping for. Go into Magic Gardens. We came to this lovely alley right beside it, and we did our little free photo op here. So all's well, it ends well. We're at John's Water Ice. It's just a quick walk away from Angelo's, and I'm excited to try any of these flavors, but we're definitely getting water ice. We got a medium mango and lemon. I think there's like, it's one flavor on the bottom and then one flavor on the top. It's just mango on the top. Yeah, Albert just said it tastes very fruity. Like, it does not taste artificial. And originally I thought it was gonna be like a slushy situation where they like sprinkled like a syrup on top. It reminds me of sorbet. It's like a gelato sorbet consistency. And they actually do have different tubs of the different flavors. Like, it's not just scooping ice and then putting whatever on top. It's actually already done and very good. Yum. So the lemon is right here, which means the most of it is actually lemon versus the mango.
What?
Maybe that means the mango is more in demand and, you know, more expensive to make. Let's try it. Perfect on a summer day. We just took a break at the hotel, and now we just took a bus to University of Pennsylvania. I applied to this school and then got rejected, unfortunately. But you know what? I love Berkeley, so it was a good time. That's where I met this guy. We are first gonna see if we can enter the Fisher Fine Arts Library. Looks well nice over here, but they're actually going under construction here. So we got the front view. That's so nice. Okay, maybe we can't go in because we're not students. Well, so we enjoyed the outside of this red brick building. Let's go see if there's anything else we can walk into or walk outside of. We are at Ling Hui Ying's old house. After our visit to Upenn, we still had time to kill before our dinner res, so we came to explore Chinatown. Also for me to get a little afternoon pick-me-up. This yogurt place is a pretty popular chain in China and I have fond memories of it. It was really good. For dinner, we came to Double Knot. It is one of the highlights of this trip. We're at the sushi counter. And I think we can do the hamachi ceviche, the Japanese scallop,
And the cold section?
the hamachi ceviche.
Ceviche,
Yes.
scallop.
Yeah.
We do sometimes do like
And then do the Double Knot Big Eye Tuna roll, the miso eggplant, and the chicken thigh.
okay with the salad?
And then do the spicy baked scallop and crab, the Japanese fried chicken, and then the New York strip, the royal sea bass,
the New York strip.
and the mushroom truffle fried rice.
Mushroom truffle fried rice?
Yes. Got here a bit earlier than we expected, but we'll see when it actually runs. We got to the National Competition Center. We are kind of late, but I don't think it's that strict on timing, so hopefully we're okay. And then I don't see too many people here, but it is great weather. So, oh, there's even cornhole over there. Let me show you. Look. So that's very fun. Anyway, so we're gonna check out National Constitution Museum and report back on our findings.
It was bad and worse, and they chose bad, which was to basically kick the can down the road and let someone else.
Now we're sitting for their 11:15 a.m. show. So this is a 17-18 minute show. Initially I thought it was just gonna be a screen, but like it's more complicated than that. I like the show. It's just, I think anytime I'm in a museum and the lights turn off, like I get super sleepy, but because it was actually a performer, like talking and like with graphs and like really cool pictures and all of that, a lot of like effects too within the theater, I was like, no, I can't fall asleep. I need to pay attention and learn. But overall, good show. We're gonna just check out the rest of the museum too. I'm not sure if it was this theater or not specifically, but staff also told us that the National Constitution Center here hosted the Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump debate in September 2024. So that's pretty cool. We're around where they previously stood. Cool to know that we've actually been in these two buildings now after our DC trip in April. Overall, I think this is actually such a cool museum, and I think what's shining about this museum is truly the staff / volunteers. I think they gave us so much knowledge and pieces of history that you don't really get from just reading. And to be honest, reading so much of this gets a little bit boring, so it's really fun to have the voiceovers from the volunteers and staff, and I think their like friendliness was just so amazing, and I'm come again for that.
So the 1835, that'll pop up in a second.
Haha, I got it. And the sticker. We just hopped off the tourist bus to the Love Park, and aka it's the sign over there. And then basically I think people are forming a line to take a photo with it, but we're just here to actually go to our lunch spot, which is another cheesesteak spot. And in the meantime, we're just gonna snap a quick photo and then call it a day. We just finished Shay's steak. It was pretty good. It was around $20-ish for both, as in like for each of the cheesesteaks. They didn't have the option today to create your steaks by yourself, so we had to choose from a blend options. But overall, I think it was pretty good. You just order from the kiosk, you get your cheesesteak, you sit down and eat. And I really like the cheese. Each steak had a pretty good flavor, and I think we liked the first one more, right? The first one more because the beef in there was prime rib, and it was more tender versus the New York strip type of beef in the second one. Pretty good place if you're in the area. But if you had us compare between Angelo's and Shay's steak, I think we still have to give it to Angelo's. I think, at least for me, I like the bread that was slightly crunchier more, and I think their beef had lots of flavor, and the cheese really just continued to melt. I think it was also overall, maybe value-wise, more worth it for Angelo's because it was around $17.84 for that huge cheesesteak that we both share. And it was like some $20 for each of the cheesesteaks that we just had, that we didn't really share. I think Angelo's is still the winner, but go check out Shay's Steaks when you're in town. We just walked to Comcast Center campus station, so we're gonna hop on this bus that we just paid for to all the way to the Rocky Statue and Art Museum steps. And then later we're gonna take this bus back down and head to the Mutter Museum. That was a pretty quick ride. We got dropped off at this art museum. I think we're not gonna go in today, but we're just gonna take a look around and then we'll probably just walk around to get to the rocky steps after this. Let's go. Actually, if you continue walking down by the little art museum, you can actually see a viewing point up here. So let's see what we can see.
Wait, so if you fall down, how do you get back up, right?
Maybe you just don't. Wow, we even saw those houses on the right from the train. Okay, so we quickly made it to the rocky steps. I guess based on the name is based on the movie. I feel like the only thing we can do right now is to go up the steps. People are running up the steps to recreate the scene. We just finished the Mutter Museum. It takes around like 1 to 1.5 hours, I would say, for us at least. And it's so cool. It has a lot of artifacts of like wax models of the human body and actual models of the human body, including like a full wall of skulls that has like different labels of like male, female, what age, how they died. And that was all like donated by this one doctor in Vienna who had his own interest in collecting these skulls. Overall, to the benefit of us. Definitely recommend this museum. You're not allowed to take photos, videos, so I don't have any footage for you, but we definitely recommend. I don't think anyone would not recommend it. Nothing tastes better than a free drink. After this, we're gonna go buy some dinner that we'll possibly bring to the train versus just eating there because we're still pretty stuffed on the cheesecake. And now we're gonna hop on the train back to New York. So sad that the long weekend is over, but till next time. Can I get half farro and half the herb rice? Can I also get the kale salad and the tomato cucumber?
Protein or 35?
Protein. Can I get the charred chicken? Yeah. Can I get the herb pesto? On top, please. Thank you. Do you have garlic aioli too? Can I get a little bit of that too? Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.